down.
I believe him. It's going on. It's going on. He means it. It's going on.
Look at me, son. I'm the king of the bare knuckle man. I can fight Mike Tyson to the death. All your big greats I can fight. I'm a fucking man. You, not me, son. Get him even. Put the mic down. Put the mic down.
I believe him. It's going on. It's going on.
What's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Rich Holgate for coming through and boosting the coin up. 1,000,000% confirmed. So we just saw there from your man's John Shrekry. Yeah, I ain't trying to hear no more about John Fury. His name ain't no Fury no more. He's Shrekry, 100%. Big Shrek looking ass. Yeah, big green, round, bubbly looking Shrek wannabe looking ass, dude, 100%. Look at Shrek. I spoke to the guy, what's the guy's name? Michael Myers. Michael Myers, he plays Shrek. He lost his job, 100%. Michael Myers is big mad. Is it Shrek? I don't even know. Whoever it is, yeah, you best believe Michael Myers is big mad right now. John Fury, the producers, the Disney producers who make the film Shrek. I believe actually it was Eddie Murphy, yeah, who plays Donkey. He was actually at this show, and he thought, boom. And Eddie Murphy got on the blower to the executives at Disney who make the film Shrek. And he said, listen, I've just seen John Fury. He wasn't auditioning for the part, but I'm sorry, Mr. Michael Myers, you got to move on. Michael Myers, yeah, we found the guy. He the guy, 100%. John Fury. He coming in for Shrek 4. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, John Fury, unwittingly, he blew the role out of the water, 100%. He went to the audition. He didn't know he was auditioning. Nonetheless, he blew it out the water. Yeah, they want him. Eddie Murphy, he want to work alongside John Fury. Yeah, in the Shrek 4. That's what's coming now. I'm just telling you what it is. 2-2s. Anyway, listen. You just heard there from Mr. Shrek. This guy, honestly, he's an old head, yeah? I'm not someone... Some cats get off on whooping on old dudes, yeah? That's not me, but listen, if someone was to... I'd love to see this guy get tumped up. Look at the guy, look at the... John, you ain't gonna do nothing, you ain't. What's he... What? I'm the king of the... I'm the king of the bare knuckle. Giving it all that bass. Listen, John, when Mickey Theo pulled up, there weren't no bass. You and Mickey Theo were supposed to meet up. Never mind the whole scheduled fight. You and Mickey Theo were supposed to meet up on the roadside and squabble, and you went missing. And in fact, even on that occasion, guess what? John Fury didn't handle his own battles. He started bringing in his son Shane. Do you know what I mean? John Fury's one of them guys. I've noticed that now. John Fury is essentially living through his sons, one way or another. Yeah? John, you are... Listen, we talk about Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. being their father's sons. John, you are your son's father. Do you understand? Your sons, anything that's about you is about your sons. Do you understand? You ain't no one yourself. I'm the king of you ain't the king of nothing. You the king of getting laid out flat by Mr. Black Skellington. Yeah? The Black Skellington laid you out flat. That's what you're the king of. Yeah, you're the king of the memes. You're the king of getting put to sleep by a rangefinder. Most of us have never seen that one before. That's a new one. I gotta be honest. That was a new one for me. It was a new one to see the Black Skellington put a rangefinder out and you was on the back convulsing. That's just what it was. Most people, myself included, have never seen that one before. That's what you're known for. Yeah, you ain't known for being the bare knuckle this, the bare knuckle that. You ain't got no bare knuckle squabbles. Yeah, all of us have been on YouTube. We've all seen the real bare knuckle mans. We've all seen them get down. Guess what? There's footage of all the real ones doing it. Back from the 70s and shit. 100%. There's footage from the 80s and 90s of these certain men getting down. But you, you, mister, I've had all these bare knuckle fights, but conveniently, there ain't not a lick of evidence of any of it. Do you know how that work? How is it everyone else from the 70s and 80s and 90s are on camera, but you magically ain't? Because you weren't getting down like that. Yeah? You weren't. You're a middle class wannabe. That's the God's honest truth. He a wannabe. I guarantee you, yeah, if John Fury went to the real bare knuckle parts, they wouldn't know who he was. I guarantee you. He's been living in a house. Do you know what I'm saying? If John Fury, apart from obviously being his son's father, yeah, apart from being Tyson Fury's father, if John Fury 20 years ago, for example, went to any of these, what do they call it? Any of these bare knuckle places, what do they call them? Where do the bare knuckle dons live? It's not an estate, it's a... I don't know, but you know where the bare knuckle dons get together? With the trailers or whatever else. Wherever they... 100%. If John Fury went to one of them trailer don places, yeah, they'd be like, who's that? They wouldn't know who you was, John. Yeah, you're not bare knuckle, you're not. You're a middle class British don who goes to work. That's what you was doing. That's what it was. You're not bare knuckle. I'm not even sure you're Irish, truth be known. I'm just not. I don't know what they are. They're muggle bloods trying to make things up. Yeah, Tommy Fury's half Indian. Let's get something straight here. Tommy Fury's half Indian. Yeah, let's not go all these bare knuckle rubbish. Tommy Fury's a muggle blood, 100%. Yeah, Tommy, you like Harry Potter, mate. You ain't your muggle. Yeah, you ain't the real thing. You're the muggle blood. Tommy Fury's half Indian. Yeah, I'm mixed race, but you won't hear me carrying on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. Tommy Fury, half Indian. I don't know what Tyson Fury is. God knows. That's the thing. These men, they ain't really honest. Yeah? Oh, I'm bare knuckle. I'm this. I'm that. The other. Listen. You ain't the real thing. You're not. You're knockoff. You've assimilated the culture. That's what you've done. You realise a little niche. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's that? And to be honest, we've all been there, yeah? How many of us, yeah, have watched one of these ones? How many of us have seen them films? What's the family called? Is it Doherty? I'm not sure. There's a few families. There's a few different families that we've all seen it on YouTube. There's a few different bare knuckle families, yeah. They get down, they have these beefs and whatever else. And we've all seen it, and we've all, to some extent or another, we've all kind of, not fantasized, but it's quite, innit? I'm not sure how to explain it, but, innit? We've all sat there and thought, oh, that would be quite cool, innit? You know what I'm saying? My point is, John Fury was doing that as well. Yeah? John Fury is just like us lot on YouTube. He thought, oh, I like that. I'm going to take bits of that and jump on the bandwagon. He don't know nothing about bare knuckle. He don't. If he did, he'd have said, yeah, wicked. This is my time to get on camera and show people. Because there isn't any footage of me tangling. Yeah? There ain't no footage of my squabbles. So I'm going to show everyone a Mickey Theo. He didn't do that. In fact, around that period when Mickey Theo was hot on his tail, yeah, John Fury was putting videos out saying, oh, I'm an old man, and why do people want to fight old men for? Oh, I'm going to live in the bush because people are essentially, kid you not, essentially John Fury said, oh, I'm leaving the town because everyone's picking up. That's 100. He looked like a victim. He was getting angry because on social media everyone was dragging him for ducking Mickey Theo. Oh, I can't do with society. Why do people want to see a 60-year-old man fight? That's what he was saying, playing the victim. Oh, it's disgraceful. The people these days don't have no respect for their elders. Why would you want to see a 60-year-old man fight? I kid you not, those are the bars he was coming with, playing the victim. Because everyone was telling him, John, you're meant to be so hard. Go and fight Mickey Theo. He wants it. He's older than you. Yeah? All of a sudden there's a problem. All of a sudden John Fury has to bring Shane Fury into it. What the fuck? No one talking to Shane. You're the big mouth. You start. That's what I mean. Normally, yeah, like I said at the start, I'm not someone who's trying to see an old head get. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see an old head get licked up. However, if you want it, I'm one of them ones. Same as for me, yeah. Same as women. If you're a woman and you give it all this one, you want it, you get it. That's in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not saying I'll do that because of the way the laws are set up. I'm saying if you're Larry and you want it, you should get it, in my opinion. You have to know your roles. Same as men. I'm a man, yeah. I know if I'm Larry and I get it, you can't. Too many times I see videos, certain Larry women or Larry dudes or whoever, they get licks and they're like, oh, what? And all of a sudden that's a woman. What do you mean it's a woman? She weren't a woman 10 minutes ago. She was moving like a man, like she wanted some. Do you know what I'm saying? So people have to, in my mind, yeah, if I'm mouthing off, yeah, and I get clapped, you won't hear me say, what? Oh, mate, I'm only 5'9". What? I'll be like, listen, I was asking for it. What can I say? Don't ask for things you don't want. Yeah? 100%. Don't ask for things you don't want. Don't ask for things you can't handle. And John Fury, look at him. He's in his element here. He knows. Oh, yeah. And guarantee you, it's a shame, really, they didn't catch it on camera, yeah. But I guarantee you, 2 minutes before that film started, yeah, you'd have seen John Fury scoping out the area. And he'd have been doing the mental maths. Oh, yeah, there's a few bodyguards there. There's a few security there. He'd have played it all out. Think about it. John, you've had 2 hours when there weren't a whole bunch of security around to pull up on Jake Paul and stick it on him. Man, let's be real now. If John Fury really wanted it, yeah, he could have been on the sly. You know what I'm saying? He could have been on the sly, been all calm, and then just jumped on dude. Do you understand? I'd have rated that. I'm not even saying necessarily sucker punch. But my point is, John Fury, for sure, could have negotiated himself into a position where he was face to face with Jake Paul to then put it on him. If he'd have really wanted it. If John Fury had really thought, you know what, man, I want Jake Paul. Yeah? I'm going to negotiate my way there, get in front of him, and then stick it on him. He could have done that. He didn't want to do that. Yeah? In fact, every time I've seen John Fury and Jake Paul together, they're shaking hands. John Fury said it in his post-fight. Yeah, I've shook Jake Paul's hand. Shook Jake Paul's hand? What happened to all this then? Why weren't you trying to thump him up? I don't get that one. Explain to me. Because the way you're carrying on here, when there's a whole bunch of security in front of you, you're really hard about you shook his hand. I thought you wanted the squabbles. That's why I can't deal with these fake social media guys, man. They're full of cap. Big cappers. And that's fine. It's fine to cap you, but giving it all this, man, honestly, someone needs to thump that guy up proper. And that's what I mean as well when I say that. Not only for the reasons I've already given you, the way John Fury acts, he acts like he's never had a fight in his life. I don't believe he has. I believe John Fury is the kind of guy, yeah, like the man. John Fury went to prison for gouging someone's eye out. The guy was 4 foot tall. And that's my point. I don't believe John Fury's ever been in a fight. John Fury is the kind of guy who, if you're big and burly or whatever, he's going to be super polite, super respectful. If you're small and he's essentially a bully. If he thinks he can get off on you, he'll pull your eye out. If you're big and burly, oh yeah, I'm John, how's it going, mate? I want him 100%. He knows the crowd, do you understand? He knows who to play up to and whatnot. Because if look at his actions. If John Fury was really about all this combat, normally, yeah, people who are really about combat, they have respect for combat in as much as they're not trying to fight all the time. Because they know how gritty things can get. Do you understand? They ain't trying to hit someone and have their head right off the concrete and end up doing, you know what I'm saying? End up on the stand for some, you know what I'm saying? They understand that. They understand how dangerous and whatever else the potential consequences of their actions. They've been in near scrapes. The way John Fury carrying on like this game is he's carrying on like it's a big charade like WWE, because he ain't never been in it. If you've been in multiple real situations, you ain't moving like this. You're just not. Yeah, this is a clown show. This is a man who's never been punched square in his mouth in his life. That's my opinion. And if I'm wrong, if you man have got evidence of John Fury being punched square in his mouth on the roadside, I'll see it. Because guess what? Like I said, I've seen all the real bare knuckle guys, yeah. I've seen their videos. I've seen their tapes. I've seen, what's the guy's name? I think he went in Big Brother. I've seen a horrible scene. It was a horrible scene, yeah. I think his name's Paddy, I'm not sure. His name's Paddy something. it might actually be Paddy Doherty, yeah. But anyway, he went on Big Brother. After that, he had some beef with some other family, yeah. And anyway, two of the youngers, so two 30-year-old dudes, pulled up on a 60-year-old man, and then both of them double-teamed him. That for me was sickening. It's nasty. Me personally, I don't think a 30-year-old man, unless he begs for it, which he weren't. But anyway, my point is, there's footage of Paddy getting down. Win, lose or draw, Paddy's eye was hanging out. He was getting down, doing the best he can. Where's all John's footage? And that's what I tell you when I say that John don't carry on like this on the roadside. Because if he did, there'd be a lot more examples of people getting at it with John. John on the roadside is respectful. John, when he knows that securities are going to protect him, He's all giving it all this one like it's really hard. He didn't even want it with Mickey Theo. Mickey Theo mucked him off. If John Fury, all this talk about bare knuckle, yeah, if John Fury had any honour, that's the key principle of bare knuckle, yeah. The key principle of the bare knuckle dance. If someone calls you out and says, John Fury, your name's trash and you're a pussy, you have to squabble. You have to. That's what I say when I say he ain't the real one. He's not. If John Fury was a real bare knuckle guy, yeah, it'd be on like Donkey Kong. That's how it goes. You can't have someone in the bare knuckle game, yeah. You can't have someone say your name is dirt. You can't have someone call you out to fight and not fight. In the bare knuckle thing, yeah, even if you're gonna lose, you still go in there and lose on principle. So at least then your family name is known. You're gonna at least turn up. The worst thing in the bare knuckle community, yeah, is to be a guy, is to be a flapper. Someone who people can talk about your name and not pull up and win, lose or draw, defend your name. Guess what? Mickey Theo got off all over your name. And John Fury didn't want to answer the call. Why do people want to watch a 60-year-old man fight? I'm past it, I am. I'm going to live in the field away from, I can't deal with it. That's what he was coming with. And now all of a sudden, when the coast is clear, yeah, because Mickey Theo is no longer on his neck, all of a sudden, calling out Mike Tyson. Bro, you had Black Skellington problems. The Black Skellington laid you out flat. And that's what I can't understand. Someone explain this to me, yeah? John Fury's 60 years old, got all this yammer, but yet, when he was in the prime of his life at 30-year-old, in front of the Black Skellington, where was all the rare? That's what the people need to know. Because the way John Fury giving it now, yeah, I'd have expected a lot more of a dog when he was in there with the Black Skellington and Team Lighty. Yeah? Team Lighty punched this guy up as well. So the question is, where was all the lairiness? Because the amount of lairiness John Fury come with here, yeah, you'd think he was a real dog in the ring. He was a bum, and I'm a bum too. That's fine. Difference is, you don't see me. If you see a video, yeah, of me giving all that, yeah, like a seal, in front of the security, I tell you now, yeah, if I want to squabble someone. Listen, YB, you're not hard. I'm not hard. That's the point I'm making. The point I'm making is, if I want to squabble someone, yeah, I'm going to squabble them. I promise you, if I've got a problem with someone, you ain't going to see, you ain't going to see that one. We're either going to get at it, I'm either going to thump you in your mouth, or I'm not. I'm not going to do all this posturing. Posture for what? Are we squabbling or not? That's the bottom line. John Fury could have come to Jake Paul and said, listen, Jake Paul, I know I'm 60-year-old, but you're a bitch. Yeah, my 60-year-old ass, I want you bad. Me and you sparring tomorrow. Nice and calm. That's what he could have done. If he wanted it, I'm not even saying necessarily, okay, they're in Dubai, he doesn't want to fight on the street, fine. John Fury could have approached Jake Paul, listen, Jake, I've got no respect for you. We can go to a gym tomorrow and me and you get down. 8-ounce gloves, me and you. John Fury could have done that on camera, in front of the world. Jake Paul, I don't respect your name. I want you tomorrow. Come to the gym and don't be late. 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. sharp, me and you. We're getting down. And then John Fury could have gone to the gym in question at 8 o'clock, turned his Instagram live on and said, listen, you all saw me pull up on Jake Paul. I told him 8 o'clock at the gym and he ain't here. He don't want it. He don't want it, people. He don't want it. He don't want it. He wants to front and pretend to be hard. And all you Team Fury losers, honestly, the Fury fans are the weirdest type of fans. Oh, wow. Honestly, there's a whole bag of them. Oh, John, fucking hell. Oh, honestly, I don't know what people see here, but there's certain Fury fans who are carrying on like, fucking hell, John, man, shit, John. Did you man see John Fury kicking off? Fucking hell. I was worried for a minute there. Canal John. Oh, you don't want to get Big John going, do you? Canal. Yeah, it's a real unit, him. People are actually taking it serious. Like, wow. Honestly, there's Fury fans on Twitter and whatever else saying, John's a real. Do you know what I mean? They proper think this means something. They proper rate this kind of one. I don't rate this one. Show me your squabbles. That's what you need to do. Because so far, for 5 years, all we've heard is this. That's all we've heard. And the one time someone offered you out, your back end went. That's the facts. And that proved you are not bare knuckle. John, you're not. You're just another British dude, you're another dude born in the UK, living in a house like anyone else. You're not bare knuckle. Stop lying. Stop trying to infiltrate the culture. You're not from bare knuckle. You're not. Because like I said, if you was, Mickey, that'd have been, this is how it works. Speak to anyone in bare knuckle, yeah? If someone calls you out by your name, that's it. It has to be on. There's no, I'm old. Or, there's none of that. You have to get down. You have to. Yeah? You have to get down. And John Fury, he didn't want it at all. And you got these weird Fury fans who started saying, oh, who's Mickey Theo? Tyson Fury's worth £10 million. Oh, who's Mickey Theo? What the fuck? That's not bare knuckle. Bare knuckle don't care. Bare knuckle doesn't work on the basis of how much Instagram followers you got. Oh, YB, what? John Fury is a big name. John Fury is only a name because his son, by the way. John Fury ain't done shit in his own life. I'm not saying I have either, but the point is, YB, why should John Fury... who's Mickey Theo? Mickey Theo went on John Fury. What level? What level are you talking about? In my opinion, the most embarrassing level is for a father to try and live through a son. That's the most weakest thing I've ever seen. If you have to cling on to your son's coattails, that's whack. I'd rather be a bum before I cling on to my son's coattails. I'm never gonna go out like that. No way. And all John Fury does is clinging on to Tyson's coattails. He's clinging on to Tommy Fury's coattails. Again, another key principle. The bare knuckle thing, yeah? The bare knuckle mans. They live in a patriarchy. And it's like it's that kind of structure. Yeah? The elders as well. It's an elder patriarchy. The old head is supposed to be at the top. Instead, real bare knuckle mans, yeah, they ain't taking money from their sons, and you know what I'm saying? They're not clinging on to their sons for dear life. The real bare knuckle mans, they have, you know what I mean? It's a strong structure, a proper structure. John Fury's got no shame. He follows his sons around, looking for scraps essentially, and then he's behaving like this. He's not even doing it humbly. John Fury should be humble, saying, you know what? I'm a fake bare knuckle. Let me just take the dregs from my sons and just keep it nice and quiet. Instead, he's out here literally trying to thrive on their clout. Because John Fury don't have any of this energy when it actually came to it. We know for a fact he didn't have any of this energy. He did not. John, you're not a fighter. You're just not. You're an actor. I think, listen, I'm going to be honest. Would John Fury be great in WWE? Absolutely. That's where you need to go. WWE. Because you're not a real fighter. And neither am I, but you're definitely not. Let's put it there. Before we say anything, let's be sure here. You ain't a real fighter. And Jake Paul would punch your heads. He'd punch, but I guarantee you, I promise you, I'd bet 50% of my net worth that Jake Paul would punch up John Fury and Tommy Fury on the same night. He would knock John Fury out for sure. Tommy Fury can't box a lick as well. I swear down. You wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to take all you Fury fans' money. Because Jake Paul will knock Tommy... Well, I'm not sure about knockout, but Jake Paul will box Tommy Fury's ears off. I guarantee you that. Tommy Fury is useless. John Fury is useless as well. Both of them too. Useless. And all this fronting. No, don't get me wrong. It's good for the hype and whatnot, but John Fury ain't... Well, yeah, John Fury, yeah. If John... we all understand and we all appreciate hype. But my issue is, John Fury isn't doing this for a hype purpose. He's doing it to try to appear hard. Do you understand? And the low IQ Fury fans, they rate this. And that's what I can't deal with. We all know, for example, there's some parents... Let me think of an example. I don't know, there's been, in the history of boxing, yeah, there's been parents who are mouthy. And you get the feeling that, yeah, okay, they're doing it for a bit of the clout. They're doing it for a bit of the promo. We've all seen them once. This ain't that. This is John. John, yeah, will take this video home and show people, yeah, look at, yeah, I stuck it on him. Do you know what I mean? One of them ones. John Fury will use this, or he will use this as evidence that he's solid. Do you understand? He won't show no videos of him actually squabbling. But he'll talk this like, yeah, I showed him. We've seen it before. You watch, 2-3 days from now, John Fury, In fact, he was saying it in the post-fight press conference, and that's what I can't deal with. John Fury in the post-fight press conference was saying, "Oh, you saw what I did. You all saw what I did, Jake Paul. Yeah, he didn't want it. He didn't dare come into the ring." Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not promo. Do you understand? To actually take that for me is taking it a step forward. To do these kind of things when you got security there, yeah, and then to try and leverage that into, yeah, he didn't want it. What are we doing here? If you want to fight Jake Paul, you don't do all that. You go to him, "Jake, I'm 60 years old. I'll take all the risk. Me and you in the sparring session. Get to the gym. We're in Dubai. I can't punch you up on the street, so I'll do it in the gym." Simple as that. Get a cameraman to film the exchange. "Jake Paul, I want to punch you up in the gym. This gym, 8 p.m. If you went there, I'm going live and I'm going to expose you. You're scared of a 60-year-old man." That's what you do to expose Jake Paul, being scared of a 60-year-old man. You don't give it all this when there's absolutely no way of you two squabbling, and then go to the press conference and start saying, oh yes, Jake Paul, he didn't want it, you saw me, That's what he did. John Fury and Tommy Fury in the press conference, "Yeah, you saw what he did. Yeah, he didn't want it. He shit himself." It's like, well, no, wait a minute. Jake Paul sent you, man, 2 contracts, and you've flapped both times. I bet you've seen what we did. Jake Paul's done what I said to do. If 2 people want to fight, yeah, you don't do all the rare tear. You organise a situation, whether in the gym or in actual fight, and you sign the contract and you turn up. You don't do all this in public, where you know there's security there. And it shows you that Tommy, Muggle-blood, yeah, he ain't the real thing. Tommy, you half... Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't the full thing. What are you talking about? Yeah? You ain't them ones. You're not. 100%. And that's why, I'm going to be honest here, that's why Tommy moves the way he does. He moves. He ain't the real one. He knock off one. Muggle-blood. 100%. Tommy, you're a Muggle-blood. Yeah? You ain't the real one. So, that's why only fake-ass dudes can take these kind of fake exchanges, these WWE exchanges, and then try and... Who does that? It's like the guy at the bar or whatever. Hold me back. Any of your friends, yeah, who kick off and then say hold me back, that's bad enough as it is, yeah. We all know them ones. But what makes it worse? What's the escalation of worseness from that point is when they give it the rah, hold me back, and then after that they say, "Yeah, man, I was gonna," you know what I mean? And then they try and collect ratings on the back of that. "Oh yeah, man, you man was good to hold me back because I was gonna." Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that don't work for me. You cannot collect ratings for this clown show. If you want to be a clown and you want to boost up the promo, that's fine. But what we ain't going to do is have you pulling them kind of moves and then try and leverage that into, "Yeah, that's real. I'm really hard, I am. Yeah, honestly, John Fury was saying, "Yeah, you saw me look Jake Paul in the eye. He didn't want it. I looked him straight in the..." You clown. Honestly, I'd love someone to punch, honestly. My happiest day will be doing a video and watching John Fury get punched up. And John Fury, yeah, is one of them guys, yeah, who after getting punched up, you'll hear him say, "Oh, I'm 60-year-old man. Oh, the youth today." Honestly, I guarantee you, yeah, if John Fury give it all this, yeah, and some youth punched him up, yeah, you'd see him on the video, oh, the youth today, they're out of control. Oh, the youth have no respect for the elders. Oh, where's the country going? I guarantee you. He wouldn't say, "Wait there a minute, I'm a big, Larry, fake-ass, having-ass dude." He wouldn't say that. He'd play the victim card, as he did with Mickey Theo. Anyway, honestly, this guy pissed me off. The whole thing pissed me off. And Tommy Fury is weirdo as well. Why are you bringing that everywhere you go, yeah? These people are weird. Everywhere you go, you see Tommy with his dad. So what the fuck? No one else does that one. No one else does that one. Who does that? Big hardback 30-year-old man got his dad. I remember the Jake Paul press conference. Tommy had Tyson Fury on one side, John Fury on one side, and Jake Paul just pulled up on his own like that. Who does that? Weird ass guy, soft ass guy. Got his dad and his brother holding his hand everywhere he goes. I mean, look at this vid. Look at this picture here. Look at this clip here. This says it all for me. Wait till you peep this. You can see here. Is that Tommy? Might be Tommy, I'm not sure, but either some buff dude. You can see some buff dude looking like Tommy ass, having us here, yeah? Just sitting there in the cut watching his dad get off. Anyway, smash the like button, subscribe. Please someone punch John Fury up for me, 100%. And lick off the bell. No doubt about it.